What is going on, Rocket Lab investors? So we are at $23.11 in the after hours, $23.15 with a market cap of 11.55 billion. So in the past few days, we have dropped quite a bit. At one point, we were at $28, and unfortunately, we've been dropping down to 22. We went back up to 23 today. But honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if we continue to go down. Now, there could be some factors where it shoots us up. Maybe the whole market goes up, or maybe a catalyst happens. December is really unique, and we don't know what's going to happen. So a lot of us are really waiting to find out whether we score that Mars contract. So if you're not familiar with this contract or new to the channel, Rocket Lab submitted a bid to go to Mars for $2 billion to retrieve some Mars rocks that were collected. If you look at the whole thing, it's very interesting because NASA kind of opened it up for Rocket Lab to submit their proposal because they weren't happy with other individuals or other companies' proposals. I would bet money that SpaceX is going to get the contract. I mean, if they don't, I really see Elon filing some lawsuits and throwing a hissy fit. But then again, they're throwing Blue Origin a ton of money, and they really want Blue Origin to succeed, so they're not reliant on Elon. I really wish they would choose Rocket Lab, because if they did, I think it would propel us to close to $40 to $50. It would go insane. But you have to look at the long-term effect of that. If Rocket Lab was the sole company to be chosen, we would have a drastic run up now, but by the time that this happened, which we're talking 2030, maybe even 2040, depending on dates, if they were successfully able to bring back those rocks in rover, that would make Rocket Lab a household name, and that would funnel a ton of money into Rocket Lab. So that's just something you have to be aware of. But I'm betting that we're going to score a portion of the contract, which I'm going to make in another video on, so stay tuned on that. But in regards to the drop from $28 down to 22, now we're back up to 23, a lot of things have been happening. And one thing you should be aware of is that 11 analysts have a price target for Rocket Lab of $22.14 with a high estimate of $30 and a low estimate of $12. So kind of all over the place. I honestly think that's a fair assessment. I could see us hitting, well, I don't know if we'll hit $12. I could see us going back down to $15 or $16, which would be really awesome because then I could throw some money into Rocket Lab. I won't be able to get 1,000 more shares, but maybe I could get a few hundred more. But I also think $30 is a fair price. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if we do hit 30 very, very soon. So we've got that going on with analysts, but then you should also be aware that Rocket Lab insiders are selling their stock. So on November 27th, Rocket Lab Chief Operating Officer Frank Klein sold 35,000 shares. On November 25th, the same day, CFO Adam Spice sold 62,000 shares. And General Counsel Arjun Kampani, I'm totally butchering that name, he sold 28,000 shares. And then the following day, the board of director Merlene Santil, again totally butchering that name, sold 50,000 shares. So it's always concerning when you see insider selling. It's understandable because a lot of those people are paid in stock. They're not really taking a salary. But even though it is understandable, it's definitely concerning that they're selling, because then in my eyes, if they could afford to hold off, which I think a lot of these individuals can afford to hold off, I think they see a pullback. So again, that reinforces my opinion that yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we go back down to $16, but it's such a wild market right now. Nobody truly knows. But I want to hear your thoughts and opinions. Do you think we're going to go up? Do you think we're going to go down? I really think we're going to score a portion of that Mars contract soon, and I think that will propel us up to $30. But we'll have to see. I appreciate you watching. I hope you have a great one. This video is not financial advice. Any statements made are my views and is for entertainment purposes only. Please do your own research and consult a professional before making any financial investments.